So for this one, all you need is a pair of shoes. So, okay, so find yourself a pair of shoes, and the best way you can do this is by putting the shoes on. So I'd put the shoes on, I'd get myself into a nice strong stance, and then I'd put the shoes where they were. So I'd take them off on the spot. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to put myself into a stance here. They're the wrong way around. And the shoes are going to go in that position. And then Sir is going to stand in front of that position. Okay? But this is a good way if you're struggling, because we're always talking about taking an angle or using your distancing. This is a good way to help you to learn where your feet are lining up in relation to your partner. So if Sir stood in front of that person, he knows that he's got the same angle as the partner in front of him. So when he's practicing, if he's doing anything, punches, kicks, whatever it might be, he can start to think about how he would get the angle that he wants, whether that's slightly over to the lead side, whatever it might be. So whenever you're practicing, you can put the shoes in front of you, and the idea is you can see visually where my feet are in relation to my partner. Now, obviously, their feet are not going to stay in that position, but it's just a good way to basically train your movement so that when I move, I know, okay, what am I trying to achieve? Am I trying to get closer to that front foot? And so on and so forth. So all I'm going to ask Sir to do is, nice simple one for you to try, is fire 2 straight punches and then just try and get yourself in a dominant angle. So a dominant angle is you have more weapons pointed at them than they do. So let me explain. So he's going to go jab cross, and he's going to shift himself over to his right here. So now if I was stood here, my weapons available are my front side. Okay, this side is now lots further away and not as easy to use. So Sir's got a better angle because he can hit me with everything and I can't hit him with much, if that makes sense. Okay. And generally, I would say go to the front side because you're safer from the strong side that they've put at the back. Okay, but obviously, if I always go to the front side, they're going to start to read it a little bit. So you can practice this. Another thing that you can do is different footwork drills. So if your partner or your shoes are sat there, I can try different footwork drills and see where I end up in relation to that. Okay, because sometimes when we're practicing stuff, even if Sir does a simple in and out, so he goes back to his initial position, he jabs, he moves forwards, and then he moves off an angle, he might start to notice that his distance is too far away, for example. Okay, and like I said, these shoes are static, they're not the real partner, but it just gives us a little bit of a better idea and a conscious idea of what our feet are doing, because the majority of the time, it's going to, especially when we're starting out, we're going to go jab cross, we're going to stay here, or even if we do move forwards and go jab cross, we're going to move back, and we're going to end up exactly the same place. And we always want to try and get a little bit of an advantage on our opponent, but also when we're doing our bag and pad work, it's really important to build these habits now, so that when it comes to sparring, it's much, much easier to manage your space. Get some shoes out and have a go.